Children have been having fun since the dawn of time, but how did they do it? You'll be amazed at what kids got up to in ancient times. Welcome to my channel, and today, let's look back in time and explore some of the most exciting and surprising ways that children had fun in ancient times. You won't believe what they were up to. Number 20. Knucklebones. The ancient Greeks and Romans loved playing a game called knucklebones. It was similar to jacks, and children would use animal bones that had been shaped into dice-like objects. They would then toss the bones into the air and catch them with one hand, while keeping their other hand behind their back. This required quick reflexes and hand-eye coordination. The game was also popular in other cultures, like the Chinese, who used small stones instead. In England, the game evolved into a street game called Nur, and is still played today. Number 19. Dolls made from clay or wood were a big deal long before store-bought ones hit the shelves. Kids in ancient Rome and China crafted their own simple figures, and let me tell you, they played with them for hours. These early dolls might not have had all the bells and whistles of today's toys, but they were cherished just the same. Some were even buried with their young owners, proving just how special they were in a child's life. Number 18. Rolling hoops. Back in the days of ancient Greece and Rome, kids didn't have many toys, so they had to make their own fun. One of their favorite pastimes was rolling hoops. They would chase after rolling metal or wooden hoops using sticks. This game required a lot of running around, and was a great way for children to get their energy out. The game was also popular in China, where children would use hoops made of bamboo. Number 17. Toy chariots and mini-carts. Chariot racing was a popular spectator sport in ancient Rome, and it seems the kids were just as obsessed with chariots as the adults. They would pull toy chariots and carts along the streets, pretending to be Some of these chariots were pulled by strings, while others were pulled by small animals such as mice or dogs. In ancient Persia, children would make carts out of reeds and rush and then race them down hills. Number 16. Ancient Egyptians considered wrestling an essential part of strength training for both boys and girls. Children would practice wrestling as a form of entertainment and exercise. In Africa, wrestling has been a beloved childhood game for centuries and is seen as a way for children to develop discipline, respect, and confidence. The kids would take turns trying to pin each other down, and the one who stayed on top the longest was declared the winner. Number 15. Shadow puppetry. Shadow puppetry is an ancient art form that has been enjoyed by children and adults for centuries. In China, it is believed that shadow puppetry was first developed during the Han Dynasty around 200 BC during the Tang Dynasty. It became a popular form of entertainment for both the rich and poor. In Southeast Asia, shadow puppetry is known as wayang kulet and is an integral part of local culture. The puppets are made from animal skins and are manipulated by skilled puppeteers to tell stories from local folklore. Kids love watching these performances, and the colorful characters and engaging stories have captivated audiences for generations. Number 14. Board games like Senet. Board games have been popular for thousands of years, and one of the earliest examples is the Egyptian game of Senet. 30 squares, and the goal of the game was to move your pieces around the board and off the board before your opponent. The game involved a lot of strategy, and some believe that it may have had religious significance as well. Unlike modern board games, the outcome of Senet was influenced by fate, and players would throw sticks or draw pieces of pottery to determine the number of spaces they could move. Number 13. Tug of war. Tug of war is an ancient game that has been played by children all over the world for centuries. It is a simple game with no special equipment needed, making it easy to organize and play anywhere. During the ancient Greek and Roman times, tug of war was a popular event at festivals and community gatherings. It was seen as a test of strength and endurance, and was often used as a way to settle disputes. Number 12. Swinging from trees or ropes. Children have been swinging from trees and ropes since the dawn of civilization. It's an instinctual activity that brings joy to kids of all ages and cultures. From the tall trees of Africa to the Pacific Islands, children can be found swinging and playing. The feeling of freedom and weightlessness that comes with swinging is hard to beat. No wonder it's such a popular activity for kids. Number 11. Juggling stones or balls. Juggling is another skill-based pastime that has been enjoyed by children for centuries. In India, children would juggle with balls made of leather or cloth, while in ancient Greece, children would juggle with stones. Juggling requires focus, hand-eye coordination, and quick reflexes. It's a great way for kids to develop these skills, and it's also just plain fun. Number 10. Racing foot races or animal races. Racing has been a popular pastime for children since ancient times. In Mesoamerica, children would race each other on foot and on animals such as dogs or horses. The Aztecs even held a yearly race, known as the which involved teams of runners racing across the empire to complete a circuit of 400 miles. In ancient Greece, children would race each other at festivals and competitions, and the winners would be rewarded with prizes. Number 9. Spinning tops. Spinning tops are a simple toy that have been enjoyed by children for centuries. In Japan, Spinning tops are known as koma and are typically carved from wood or metal. The tops are spun by hand, and then the children would bet on which top would spin the longest. In ancient Greece, children would spin tops made from clay that they would then decorate with colorful patterns. Spinning tops are a great way for children to learn about physics, and they're also just plain fun to play with. Number 8. Stick sword fights. Stick sword fights are a popular way for children to let off steam and engage in friendly competition. The tradition dates back to medieval Europe and Asia, where children would use sticks, swords, or other makeshift weapons to engage in mock battles. This game allowed children to develop their fighting skills and learn how to defend themselves. It also gave them a chance to exercise and stay active. Number 7. Sing-in circles or clapping games. Sing-in circles or clapping games are a fun way for children to develop their musical abilities and rhythm. In these games, children stand in a circle and sing songs or clap rhythms while passing objects or moving around the circle. This helps children to develop their sense of timing and their ability to work together as a group. Singing circles and clapping games are popular all over the world, and there are countless variations of these games. Number 6. Animal imitation games. Animal imitation games are a popular way for children to express their creativity and engage in imaginative play. In these games, children mimic the movements and sounds of different animals while playing. This helps children to develop their motor skills, their ability to observe and imitate, and their sense of empathy towards other creatures. Animal imitation games are especially popular in Africa and among indigenous tribes around the world. Number 5. Slingshot practice. While slingshots can be used for hunting, they can also be used for fun. In ancient Rome, children would practice their slingshot skills by trying to hit targets such as clay pots or wooden boards. This was a great way for children to develop their hand-eye coordination and their ability to focus. The game was also very popular in other cultures, such as the Native Americans who would use slingshots to hunt small game. Number 4. Kite flying. Kite flying is an ancient activity that has been enjoyed by children for centuries. In ancient China, kites were used for communication and were even flown during wartime to send messages. In India, kites are an integral part of the harvest festival of Makar Sankranti, and people of all ages together to fly kites in giant shapes and colors. Kites are also flown for fun and recreation in many other cultures, and they continue to be a popular activity for children today. Number 3. Leapfrog and jump games. Leapfrog and jump games are timeless activities that have been enjoyed by children for generations. These games are a great way for kids to release pent-up energy, and they also help children develop their motor skills and coordination. From simple hopscotch to more complex jumping games, there are endless ways for children to have fun and stay active through jumping and leaping. Number 2. Toy animals or children's toys have come a long way since the days of ancient times. But even in those days, kids loved to play with toys. In Egypt, children would make toy animals and figurines out of clay or stone. These toys would be shaped like cats, dogs, monkeys, and other animals that children could get their hands on. In Peru, children would make toys out of wood and bone. These toys were often used in pretend play, and children would use them to act out scenes from everyday life. And finally, number 1. Water play with clay boats. In the hot summers of the Indus Valley in China, children would make boats out of clay and then set them afloat in nearby rivers or ponds. This was a great way for kids to cool off and have fun in the water. They would often race their boats against each other or simply watch them float. Water play is an important part of childhood, and it helps children to develop their understanding of the world around them. What did you find most interesting about how children had fun in ancient times? Let us know in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed learning about the amazing ways that children used to have fun. From ancient Greece to ancient Rome, children have always found ways to make the most of their time and have fun. So the next time you're feeling bored, just remember, there are plenty of ways to have fun. Even if you don't have any fancy toys or gadgets, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun facts.